Oh, every week's a challenge for us. We know that. I mean, a lot of sort of times we go into games and we haven't won against a team or we haven't won at a venue, so that's obviously a result of not being a good club for a number of years. So look, for us, it's just working on the things we did poorly on the weekend as a team and continuing the real positive themes from the weekend. And that's what the week's all about for us, regardless of who we play. Because every game's a challenge and we need to play our best football. We need to play our best football against St Kilda. We were much better on the weekend, but weren't good enough to win.
I know history coaches often don't really like to hark back, but it's a really long run of outs at Etihad.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't talk about it because we don't even look at it. So, I mean, that's the reason why coaches don't talk, because I wouldn't even know, to be honest. Like, we don't even actually look at past records. You continue moving forward as a footy club, different teams, different players. So it doesn't really matter where we're playing or who we're playing. We know it's hard. We know we're as a club and we're trying to improve every week. We know every game's hard and we know we have to play really well to beat St Kilda.
Well, you've received a bit of criticism in the last couple of days for your explanation of what happened with Oxley on Monday, and specifically that maybe you threw your players under the bus and didn't take responsibility yourself. Do you think that's fair?
Oh, I haven't heard it, but I mean, look, I think I said after the game, we spoke about it half time. We couldn't get it done as a group. Whether I wasn't clear enough with the players, we've addressed it today. I just answer the questions as they get asked and try and tell the truth. Clearly the players weren't able to do it. I have to take responsibility whether I wasn't clear enough. So, it is what it is, really.
Is it a fine line between telling the truth and maybe protecting your players and the danger that the answer becomes too negative?
Well, I suppose it's one of those ones, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I suppose I could sit up here and bullshit the whole time. That doesn't get you anywhere. I can tell the truth. So I try and tell the truth. Ultimately, the coach is responsible. That's why the coach gets sacked, So it's pretty simple business that we're in. The coach eventually stays or goes based on performance. So it is what it is. I think sometimes people make too much out of it. I see the industry as pretty straightforward. I'll try and answer the questions honestly. Sometimes people like it, sometimes people don't. How do you want me to answer that now? No, I'm not going to tell the truth. I'll say it differently. They blamed me and I'll take full responsibility for that.
Do you think in some ways, though, given it's a group that you're developing, there's lots of lessons in the fact that you didn't get it done?
Yeah, and absolutely. You use them all as learning opportunities. As I said after the game, that we spoke about it at half time, but whether I wasn't clear enough or they didn't is irrelevant, really. The result is the result. I think the other thing is we're really clear with our players. That wasn't the reason we lost the game. So we've addressed it today. But I think sometimes, there are people in the media that want to make the game really simple. That Oxley took 14 marks and 8 intercept. Crossy took 8 and took 5. That wasn't the reason we lost the game. So I think what we've got to do as a coaching group is take those opportunities as learning opportunities and make sure that we educate players. And if the communication's a bit blurred, then we make sure we sort that as well. But the main responsibility is to explain to the players why the game was lost and work on those areas that we need to consistently get better at. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if you've got one back, even though we felt they shouldn't have had, your clubs deal with that, and you got to use the ball really well. And if you turn the ball over like we did, so for us to be a good long-term team, we have to be more consistent around the contest and use the ball better. Having said that, we needed to do a better job as a team to address it, and we weren't able to do that. Yeah, well, Nick's playing a bit more up the ground, a bit more wing and sort of high. But, if he plays centre-half forward, and obviously he plays a lot there as well, but Nick will play on, or Tom will play on Nick. They've played on each other before. So, look, I think one of the things about being a defender is the best defenders that ever play the game get beaten every now and then. And, Tom just needs to respond, and I'm sure he will. He's had a terrific season, got beaten on the weekend. That's footy, and that's what happens to all the best defenders in the competition.
Communication with the players. How did you go about trying to do that today?
We just spoke about it. We talked about how we can do it better, and we just walked through it, talked to them about it, discussed it. It was pretty simple.
Do you expect Dom Tyson to come into the team and
Definitely Dom. Dom played last week in the VFL team. Probably could have played, but given he's been out for a little while, and Dawsey, Dawsey's probably in a similar position to Dom, where you just don't want to put the rest of the season in jeopardy or get an injury, playing at the tempo. So we'll assess both of them, but Dom's more likely to play, and both have got to get through training, and probably Dawsey is more likely to play VFL if he's right to go. Vander's got a slight hamstring, so he'll be out, and Jack's fine. He's just got a bit of a corky to his leg.
This game, they're all critical, I know, but coming up against secure wins, it just shows that you are actually improving in that respect. They're similar.
Yeah, we're really in similar positions as footy clubs. I think both teams have improved. They've improved. We've definitely improved. I think Richard probably the same as me. That we're just that consistency. We drop off. Too often we struggle against the better teams. So there's a lot of similarities between the two teams in terms of development and evolution and young players, where the clubs are at. So we know we're going to have to play well because their best has been really, really good, and that's what we've got to prepare for.
Do you feel your win-loss at the moment is a fair reflection of where you're at?
Well, it is, because it's always, I think the only difficulty is with the competition at the moment is the draw. The draw is very, very different. So it's not like after 10 weeks everyone's played the same team. So I think what we've shown is our best is a lot better than what it's been in the past. Our worst, certainly against the better teams, we really struggle against the better teams. So we really need to bridge the gap. So that's probably the reflection of 3 and 7. The results are what the results are. Thanks, guys.